Hi, my name is Kim Westby. I'm the Northside LMTS. This video is for anyone that uses iPads with students. I'm going to specifically talk about iPad management, Apple Classroom, and guided access. Let's start by comparing the two. Guided access is for one individual iPad. You temporarily lock the screen of one iPad. You need to physically use a passcode on that iPad. The lock screen can be turned on and turned off. You need to set it up on the iPad. Apple Classroom is for the whole class. You view and control the whole class remotely. Students' Bluetooth has to be on, and it has to be on the SDM network. How do you do it? You need to go to self-service and download the app. It works best on an iPad, but you can do it on your laptop. Then you sign in, and your classes that are in Skyward connect with Apple Classroom. Now let's talk about setting up guided access. Remember, this is just for one iPad. Go to the iPad settings, then find accessibilities. At the very bottom, go to guided access and click it on. Then you want to toggle on guided access and accessibility shortcut. Next, you want to click the passcode setting. Set guided access passcode. The screen that comes up next is where you put the 6-digit passcode in. Make sure the student does not see that. Now pull up the screen that you want the student to be locked into and click the top 3 times quickly. If it doesn't lock them in, try restarting the iPad and do the process again. When the student is finished and you want to end the guided access, click the top button 3 times again and put the passcode in. Now you have some options. You can click End on the left side, you can click Resume on the right side, and on the bottom you can see that there are some options. Here are the options. You can toggle on and off the top button, the volume button, motion, software keyboards, touch, dictionary lookup, and you can set a time limit too. And that's how you do guided access. Now let's talk about setting up Apple Classroom. This is for monitoring a whole class of iPads. First, you need to go to self-service and download the Classroom app. This works better on an iPad, but it can work on a laptop. On your first screen, you're going to see all your classes that you have in Skyward. If you don't see them, you will need to contact Carl Singer, who is in the technology department. Just so you know, you cannot change the name of any of the courses. When you open up a class, you're going to see a toolbar at the very top right. The first one is a screen where you toggle between the icons and the viewing screens. And then you have Hide, which forces the students out of an app. You can also lock the students into the app that they are currently in. And lastly, there is Mute. You can mute students' devices all at once. For one student, you can click on the individual icon and you'll see the menu that's on the screen. If students' devices say offline, but they are in your class, it means that they are not connecting properly. Check their Bluetooth, make sure it's on, and make sure they are on the SDM network. When you end the class, Apple Classroom will provide you with a class summary of what your students were doing on their iPads. This can be useful if you're collecting some data. When you're done, don't just close the window. Instead, go to the menu and click File, End Class. The class summary will appear. If you close the window, you cannot get it back. And don't forget to take a screenshot. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, just reach out to your school's LMTS or our district technology staff.